The brain hides thousands of details every second. Look around the room you're in. You probably feel like you're seeing everything, every object, every color, every movement. It feels effortless, complete. But what if, at this very moment, your brain is hiding thousands of details from you? Not because your eyes failed, because your brain decided they weren't worth showing you. Your eyes are constantly flooded with information, millions of tiny changes, shifting shadows, textures, colors, reflections, movements. If your brain processed every single detail with equal importance, you would be overwhelmed almost instantly. So instead of showing you everything, your brain makes choices. Every second, without asking you. That is the first strange truth. You do not experience reality. You experience a carefully filtered version of it. One of the biggest reasons is something called selective attention. Attention is your brain's spotlight. Where it points, the world becomes clear. Everything outside that spotlight becomes surprisingly easy to ignore. Think about reading this script. Right now, you are probably focused on the words. But until I mention it, you may not have noticed the feeling of your socks touching your feet, or the pressure of your chair, or the faint sound somewhere outside. Those sensations were there all along. Your brain simply decided they weren't important. Wait, what? The moment attention changes, your entire reality changes with it. Now imagine looking across a room. Your eyes do not smoothly glide from one object to another. They make rapid jumps called saccades, several times every second. During each jump, the image hitting your retina becomes blurred. Instead of showing you that blur, your brain briefly suppresses much of the visual information and stitches together a stable world. You never notice the interruptions, because they are removed before you become aware of them. Another WTF moment. Your brain is editing your vision in real time. And you've never seen the edits. Then there is something even stranger. Change blindness. Imagine two nearly identical photographs. While you blink, one small object disappears. A door changes color. A person vanishes. A building moves slightly. You might stare directly at the image and still miss the difference. Not because you're careless, because your brain assumes most of the world stays the same. It focuses on what seems important and quietly ignores much of the rest. Researchers have demonstrated this in remarkable experiments. Sometimes a person asking for directions is secretly replaced by someone completely different, while a large object briefly blocks the view. Surprisingly, many people fail to notice the switch. The face changed, the person changed. Yet the brain continued the conversation as if nothing had happened. How? Because attention was focused on the interaction, not every visual detail. And then came one of the most famous psychology experiments ever conducted, the invisible gorilla experiment. Participants watched a video of people passing basketballs and were asked to count the passes made by one team. Simple enough. But during the video, a person wearing a gorilla suit walked through. Stopped, faced the camera, beat their chest, then walked away. And astonishingly, many participants never saw the gorilla at all. Not because it was hidden. Not because it moved too quickly. Because their attention was somewhere else. Think about that. Your brain can completely erase something as obvious as a person in a gorilla costume, simply because it wasn't part of the task. That is perhaps the biggest WTF moment of all. Missing something doesn't mean it wasn't there. It only means your brain decided not to show it to you. And this isn't limited to laboratory experiments. You've probably searched everywhere for your phone. While it was sitting directly in front of you. Walked into a room and forgotten why. Failed to notice someone waving because you were deep in thought. Driven a familiar route and barely remembered the journey afterward. These are not failures of intelligence. They are side effects of an incredibly efficient brain. It constantly asks one question. What matters most right now? Everything else becomes background. Without that filtering system, you couldn't hold a conversation, drive a car, read a book, or recognize a friend's face in a crowded street. Your brain hides details so you can focus on meaning. But that also means every conscious moment is incomplete. There are sounds you never noticed, movements you never saw, expressions you never registered. Thousands of tiny events passed through your senses and disappeared before you even knew they existed. Perhaps that is why reality always feels simpler than it truly is. The world isn't becoming less detailed. Your brain is becoming more selective. And maybe the most humbling realization is this: you don't know what you're missing. Because the very system hiding it also prevents you from realizing it's gone. Maybe consciousness is not about seeing everything. Maybe it's about seeing just enough to survive. And somewhere beyond that narrow spotlight, an unimaginably richer reality continues unfolding every second. If this made you wonder what your brain is hiding from you right now, subscribe. Every single day, we uncover another hidden truth about reality, science, space, and the human mind.